Another tricky subject is dealing with in-laws, and for some people this is quite a difficult relationship. So what is the best way for both husband and wife to deal with their respective in-laws, and what are the roles both spouses can play with their own parents to ensure healthy relationships?
The key is that you want to help each other be the best son or daughter. Like, I want my husband to be a good son to his parents, and my husband wants to encourage me to be a good daughter to my parents. Your spouse's success in this life and in the next lies in their parents being pleased with them, which means wanting to fulfill your in law's rights. At the same time, it's really important for husbands and wives to realize that they're a team and that they have to protect their marriage and they have to protect their home and they have to protect their peace, realizing that there are certain lines that shouldn't be crossed and that the parents need to be respected and need to be honored. But at the same time, you and your partner are the ones in charge of running your household. Be open to taking advice from your parents, but the final decision should be between you and your spouse.
Disrespecting someone's parents, that just breeds resentment in the other person, even if the person is at odds with their parents themselves. And also the way that we treat our own parents in front of our spouses definitely has an impact on how they also treat them as well. If these parent and adult-child relationships are damaged, it can become quite messy. One thing that both spouses should aim to do is to keep their business as a married couple private between themselves, because sharing private information in your marriage is not good for your spouse unless it's obviously an emergency situation. And men especially don't want their business out there. As women, sometimes when you have your mothers or your sisters, it's very easy to blur those boundaries, but it can be very damaging later on.
If our partners see that our parents are always stressing us out, or our families are always stressing us out, and we're always upset with them or annoyed with them, then eventually our partners are also going to have a hard time making excuses for them and will be annoyed. So we want to be mindful of that very fragile relationship. And also, when you see your partner being annoyed or upset with their own family, don't jump in to validate their feelings. If you don't have anything nice to say, just stay silent. And your partner will actually be grateful for that, because the truth is, anybody who has a healthy mindset, they don't want to hear anyone else bad mouthing their own family, right? Even if they are frustrated. Let them work it out and be there to support them in the ways that they need. When you can be an advocate for your in laws, right? It's a beautiful act of service to bring people together, to be somebody who unites hearts instead of dividing hearts.